Hello everybody, this is a grumpy old guy gaming and we are returning to Mac Anu for this next episode of Learning to Die Less, where I play a Wave Master in .hack Fragment. Today we are soloing online and we're here in the .hack Network server for today's gameplay. So .hack Network, thank you for having this server up when I was going to capture gameplay. Just shy of level 10, we're going to go replenish some items here, and then we're going to go on a dungeon run to see if we can't just get level 10 here today. Pick up some health drinks. Make my way back. Not going to try to challenge ourselves too much on this dungeon because we don't have a ton of experience to get next level, and because dying is a pretty hefty penalty. It's an automatic level down, and when you're soloing, there's nobody there to revive you. As soon as you hit 0, it's over. I'm going to be looking through here for a field about level 8 or level 9. Personally trying to avoid fire element fields because I've been playing a ton of them over the past couple days heading into this. So just scrolling down there, you saw a level 9 field, but it was fire element, so I just pass it up and keep looking, hoping to luck into something here. Nothing with that word, so we move to a different second word, and there we find a level 8 light field. That's going to be our winner today. Warp to the field real quick here. And coming right out, there's a bit of background noise. So instantly spin the camera around and find ourselves a Fiend Menhir. For those familiar with the series, not my favorite monster at all. I believe that's pretty well established. And for those new to the series, welcome to Learning to Die Less. I'm a grumpy old guy gaming. This is my Wave Master Dionysius. We're going to go with that pronunciation today. And this is a level 8 light field. Saw a hobgoblin sneak in there by the Fiend Menhir, able to take them both out, but I took a little bit of damage, and since my physical defense is rather vulnerable, going to heal up and give myself a second or two to let my skill points regenerate naturally. Trying to keep between 20 and 30 heading into a portal here, so I have a couple quick spells to fire off without burning a mage's soul. Got a fair stock of mage's souls, but they do cost a decent bit of money compared to the other consumable items, and while they are essential, playing this class is a rather resource intensive one, so do what I can to save a dime every now and then. Lucked out there, the hobgoblin had disappeared just before the Menhir's resurrect trigger hit. So it essentially wasted an action, managed to take it out, and picked up a lightning bolt for my troubles. Gonna just keep working through these portals here. No real rhyme or reason to the way I'm selecting these portals here, as I use an ice element tornado to hit all 3 monsters at once. That'll keep the Menhir distracted long enough for me to lower everything else down and drop a fireball on that dust curse and finish off the encounter. Generally I do try and leave a portal or two close to the dungeon so that by the time I hit that final portal I'm not too far away from it. Like to clear the field of all portals before entering the dungeon. Every now and then I won't if I'm in a hurry. Dungeons I'm a bit less picky on. Some days, you're just not feeling it, or you were feeling it and by the time you're done with the field you just want to get your experience and get out. So a lot of times with dungeons, after clearing the field, I'll just basically run, and if I find the stairs, I find the stairs. Expected to find some grunty food in that little rocky patch there. A little disappointed by that. It's a light element field, so I believe Mandragora is the grunty food we're going to find here. I always love that they said their names. Could do without the bouncing sound, that gets annoying in a hurry. drop a fireball on the Menhir, thought I had it killed, did not, and there's a hobgoblin running up behind me, so we'll just spin around and take it out. Battle mode is off, decent amount of mana, decent amount of health. Have a darkness element boost. That's not really going to help me here on this field, but it is a nice little particle effect. Running around, this light element field has a very sci-fi feel to it. Yep, there's some Mandragora, pick up a couple of those. At some point I've got to get back offline with this character and get a grunty. In the last episode of The Weekend Warrior, the series I upload every Sunday where I play my main account, a level now 25 Blade Master, I do a little noble grunty riding. If you want to see what that's all about, I would strongly suggest that video. I'd link it in the description, but honestly, probably going to forget by the end of this recording. Pick up the moon out of that chest there and just do some more wandering around to the next portal. Before I get there, get cut off by yet another wandering hobgoblin. In isolation, no real threat, take it out and take my 5 experience. Now we make our way to the portal, and it is a Menhir and a Dust Curse with another Fiend Menhir and Dust Curse appearing shortly after. Quickly find the situation a little dicier than I like, so we're going to tactically withdraw and get ourselves in a position where we could hit both of those Menhir with a couple spells. Didn't quite do enough to finish them both off, and one Menhir revives the other. So the headache continues with these two until we can finally knock that left-hand one out and then the right. Pick up some experience, drained a lot of skill points, managed to get through there with the help of a mage's soul. And there's our first trap chest of the field. Kind of rare to get this far in without them, and we pick up a jungle boots out of it after disarming the trap with a fortune wire. Again, for those unfamiliar with the game, you could use a fortune wire on any blue chest to disarm the trap and get the item within. If you forget or accidentally click it, you will trigger the trap and pick up a new fortune wire for your trouble. Here we've got a wandering monster coming into my left and the portal activating at the same time, but it looks to be a Dust Curse and 2 hobgoblins. Try to finish them all off, but not before another Dust Curse joins. Throw a little fire its way, see a chest materialize in the background, pick that up. It is a lightning bolt in there. Looks like I've got about 1 portal left, and again, it is right near the dungeon, so I can go ahead, clear that portal, and then get on my merry way. Thought I'd have some time to let the mana regen, and instantly I see 2 Fiend Menhir pop up in the background. So I fire off that spell, get the most out of my skill points, and then Mage's Soul back up. Dust Curse joins the fun, and I start slinging spells like nobody's business. Dust Curse gets revived a few hundred times here as I sit here and try and take out the Menhir. Finally, everything is down and accounted for. Get a treasure chest popping up there. Pick up the moon. Always thought it would be heavier. Hey, that was the worst joke I'll tell this recording. Maybe. Making our way back towards the dungeon. Split these 2 dead trees here, and we have a trap chest for the final portal. Nice little breather there. Disarm the chest, and you see the all field portals open. Get a relief lance, and just general relief there. We take our little deep breath. Let's go to dungeon. Before we do, let's zoom in and see how enthused our wave master. Oh, he's asleep. He's asleep. Love that character model. Walk into this cyber-futuristic looking sort of dungeon, at least that's what I'm assuming they're going for. Pick up an immature egg, and beat the heck out of a corpse warrior. Go into the next room. We've got a portal in the middle of a pretty decent sized square room, a couple snakeoids, and a fiend menhir. Snakeoids are a welcome sight for me because the spell I'm employing most is ice element and they are fire element. So it doesn't take me too long to wipe out those three. Pick up a trapped chest here, gonna fortune wire that to safety. Pick up some leather legs, and then proceed to loot the rest of the room. Another immature egg there. Got a medium-sized corridor, a couple more snakeoids. Didn't quite hit the portal quickly enough to catch them both with one spell, but you get the old elemental attack, throwing some bonus damage its way, taking that second snakeoid out in no shortage of haste, and we're heading into the next room. Pretty well stocked up on health and mana, and there's the stairs down, but what fun would it be to head down already? We're in pretty good shape, feeling pretty confident. Let's go back and clear the rest of this floor. Again, if you're hurting in this game for things like antidotes and restoratives, remember, breakable items will replenish themselves when you re-enter a room, even if you've already explored it and destroyed them. Here we're into this sort of bigger room with a rather large obstacle in the middle. Provides some alleys for you to run away from in the middle of a hectic battle, but again, we're feeling strong here and we just take them head on. Keep some distance between ourselves and the baddies, and we take them out with magic. Disarm this trapped chest, pick up another pair of jungle boots. Then go back for the chest sitting here on the altar, and that one's holding a lightning bolt. Gonna check around the other side here. I believe there's a golden egg there. All of that gave me a few seconds for my skill points to get back up into the 40s. Get ready for this portal, and it's all for naught as it's another trapped chest. But hey, better safe than sorry. Pick up another pair of leather legs. Equipment selection in dungeons isn't all that exciting, but it does sell for money, and that gets you the items you want. So we finished exploring this floor rather straightforward, went left, went right, now going back left. Heading down to floor number 2 as we inch our way closer and closer to level 10. Kind of a milestone, especially how rough it started out early. If you look back through this series, the first episode of Learning to Die Less I actually recorded offline. I was trying to do this online only, and I just ran into so many hiccups trying to solo at low levels that I ended up just doing a couple simple runs at low level just to get the hang of things and to get my confidence up. Pick up a lightning bolt and health drink here. Move into the next room, and we have a portal opening, revealing a couple dust curse. May have been a snakeoid at the back, and there's our level up. Alright, level 10. Experience is scaled to your level versus the level of the monster, so everything else I'll kill here will give me slightly less experience than it had previously. But as you can see, I get a nice little bump to the mana from 51 to 55, and I'm up to an insane for a Wave Master 222 hit points. Still no defense to protect those hit points, but that's a lot of down to fall. Treasure chest pops up out of that portal, and that's all dungeon portals open. Wouldn't you know it, we lucked into a manageable field and a 2-level dungeon. Pick up an immature egg here, and I have a moment where I think I'm clever, and I'm pretty sure I know that the god statue in the dungeon is in that room above me, so I decide to skip it, instead go down the other doorway and see what's there, and yeah, this is the actual statue room. Outthought myself there. Cost myself a little extra backtracking. But hey, why not? We leveled up to 10, we're gonna live to tell the tale. All in all, life is good in the learning to die less world. Turns out there really wasn't much to check out in this room either. Got a bunch of breakable items here, which almost always guarantees a couple things. But I managed to not pick up too much here. Pickings were kind of slim. There's a restorative out of the 5th item, and that's about all we wrote. Just gonna break the rest of these barrels here and not pick up anything else. And then go back to the statue room. Not the most exciting finish to this field, but a successful one nonetheless. This would be the 7th episode of Learning to Die Less, I believe, and we've already made it to level 10. Good progress so far. Let's open the chest here, pick up a defense sword, a grunty doll, and a health drink. So, items that will sell for some money. The health drink is certainly useful, but we're going to take a quick look at our equipment here, and aside from the fire wand I keep for Springs of Mist, I've got no more usable equipment for my Wave Master. As always, the pickings are slim for the Wave Master, light armor and accessories only. That said, we are a level 10 Wave Master who has started to learn to die less, and this has been a grumpy old guy gaming, thanking you for coming along with me on this adventure. We'll talk to you soon.